here we are.
How lovely are these?
Yes, these are absolutely stunning. I want to know how you did them, Shahar.
And you're going to make so many because it's one of those addicting things.
Ooh,
right?
yes.
So I'm excited to show you how to do this.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yes, by the way, welcome to another episode of Your Sparkle of Creativity, the Mondo Market TV show. We're here today and we're going to create concrete wall art.
Yes.
But you're going to see how stunning these are and how much fun they are to make. But before we get started, don't forget to share. This is your time to just hang out with friends, talk about creating these things, beautiful things, just really have a good time. Just for fun. We're all having fun. So call your friends and let's have a good time. Share, share, share. Spread the word. Let them know that we're live right now. Remember that your best viewing experience is on Mondo Market TV. On there, you get to ask, you see a chat, you can let us know that you're there, you can send in questions and comments.
Yeah, don't leave us alone here.
No, really, please, don't leave us alone.
Don't leave us alone.
I don't know that song.
Me neither,
okay.
I just made it.
All right, so Shahar,
yeah.
Tell us what we're going to do.
Oh, we are going to make tiny concrete wall pieces.
Yay!
Yay!
And they're beautiful.
I don't know if I want to talk about them first or show them first, but I'll tell them first the why I decided to make this. So, well, the why is every week I need to come with a new episode, and I'm always testing stuff we have inside MondoMarketTV.com because, you know, it is the best, most creative place for artists to get their supplies. Now, this happened. So I was on Facebook, just like most of you are right now, for example. And I don't know if you saw that video about the women camping with these very cool tiny trailers out there. I thought that was amazing. And I said, oh, I got to do that. Now, have in mind that I don't camp. I love a hotel. But I thought, you know what, inside a trailer is a little different. I don't have to sleep on the floor. There is a bathroom. And I think I can have fun and make new friends in the process. Well, so then I joined that group. But there was one little snag.
What about?
I didn't have a trailer.
Oh.
At all.
Minor detail.
Minor detail. So I started looking, and they can be very, very expensive. And I said, well, anyway, to leave a trailer like that has a lot of personality, and that's the one thing that really attracted me to that group, I actually need to be renovating a trailer and changing, so it doesn't make any sense to have a new trailer at all. So I started looking for a camper, but of course I'm not the only one joining that organization. They're quite pricey. But then we had to go to a fiber festival in Montana. So we drove there, and once we were there, we saw that everybody there has at least one camper in their home, right?
Oh, yeah, we drove past so many campers.
Yeah, and this fiber festival was really in the middle of nowhere, to the point that you had to get a dirt road and get there. It was really out there. Well, we started seeing, and we started looking locally for somebody that was willing to sell a camper. And we finally found one that was appropriate for the size that I was looking for. And, you know, they had it like out there in the field. They didn't take much care about that trailer, so it was super, super cheap. And I got it, and then I drove 10 hours back to Utah with that, my very first time driving or pulling a trailer. It was quite an adventure, right? But we made it, and now I'm starting to renovate there. Well, the first few weeks we were just taking rotten stuff out and putting other stuff in and stuff like that. But now it's getting to the point that I can actually decorate. And I was thinking, what do I want? And we went through a few names.
Yes.
Right? And I think we are now set on the...
Can I show them?
Yes,
So
yes.
the first little town we slept in, that we spent the night, that we had the trailer, was called Melrose, Montana. So we were like, oh, let's call it Melrose.
Yes.
But now it has evolved.
So we have three options, and you are welcome to tell me which one you want.
Great idea.
I know, I'm full of those. Okay, so the first one, keep Melrose.
Okay, Melrose is a suggestion.
Then the one favorite right now for me is The Wild.
The Wild.
We are big wildlife advocates.
And that's the overall theme.
We take wildlife photography, so...
And that's kind of the theme of how we've been decorating it.
Yes. And Ashla has suggested The Wild Thing.
Or Wild Thing.
And
it even comes with the song, you know,
yeah.
Wild Thing.
You make my heart sing.
Yeah, see, it's perfect.
And
Everything.
So now the last option is the wild Melrose.
Oh, so we're
Okay.
just like combining everything?
So anyway, you
Okay.
tell me, participate. We are going to have a drawing. I have a silicone mold of a bee that is adorable. That's what you're going to
Ooh.
get if you participate and comment, especially comment and share
That,
this video right now.
Yes. Do we have it here on the table? So
I
we can
don't
show
have
to
it
them?
here on the
Okay,
table, but
like-
it's a cute bee silicone mold.
Adorable.
Adorable.
Like, comment, and share.
Yes.
And we'll announce the lucky winner at the end. Like, comment, and share. And let us know which name you like the best.
For a
Because
camper,
we're
right?
kind of stuck. Like, we don't know.
We don't know.
So help
But
us.
then, anyway, I think the wild or the wild subject involves magic, and I like fairies a lot. In every single place I have fairy doors around. I have here in the studio, we have at home, everywhere. So of
Yes.
course the camper is going to have a fairy door. But then I thought, why not fairies?
Why not?
And that's why I came with this idea. The very first idea was, okay, I'm going to make a collage of fairies on one of the walls
So
in my
cute.
camper.
Oh, man.
Is that
This
cool
would
or
be-
not?
Yes, this is cool. And by the way, check it out, Shahar. Check it out. Elaine Tucker says, hello. Hello, Elaine. Kay is joining us. Welcome, Kay. She says, hi from Australia.
Oh.
Cool. Elaine's watching from Florida. Noemi. Karen Baker, welcome.
Welcome.
Sandra Cook says, hello. Tina, welcome, Tina. Stephanie sent a little heart emoji.
Hi.
Yay.
Yes, give those hearts to us too. They help so much. Okay,
All right.
so then I have to test stuff every week, like I told you. And we got an assortment of colorants that are amazing. The
Super
colors
fun.
are amazing.
Yes.
And guess what? I start testing with my fairies.
Perfect.
And I totally fell in love with the results. So before we teach you how to make it, let's show them
you some ideas.
some ideas.
So, how about this one? Let's start with this one.
Yes.
I like this one.
So here's the thing. You're going to learn the whole process and you're going to love it. But do you see that the kind of coloring it gives? I think it's so fascinating.
Yes.
It leaves some of the white from the concrete or cement, and it gives just that romantic idea
Yes.
for the piece that is perfect. I did try with paint. I did try with pens. We have a bunch of pens. I was trying those. Nothing came like this. This was just the perfect medium to color that with.
Perfect. And then look. And I love it. It has like a...
Look at this.
It makes me want to go to Italy for some reason when I see this.
This one, I left the background white, you can see. And one of the reasons is I want to see, because you're going to say, oh, it's cement, oh, I get it. Well, this is a special cement that Ashley actually uses to make her jewelry. And it's
Yes.
extremely white and strong.
Look at this one over here.
Look at this
Love
one. So it's
the
the
colors
same
in that one.
girl, yes.
Yes.
A different story, right? That
yeah.
we're telling,
Oh,
different
I
pictures.
like that. Same
at this
girl,
one.
different story.
It's so romantic.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And then you have some other ones. Let's see.
Yes, I made a
Look.
bunch.
Let me swap them out. I can't fit them all. Look at this one. I love the flowers down here.
Yes. Yeah, this
Yes.
little girl that looks down on the flower.
Look, there's a little bee in there.
Uh-huh.
Look, she's just like smelling the flowers and
Yes.
The
Then
bees.
the boy, I think you need to show the 3 variations here.
oh, so
you
let
need
me
to show everything.
I want to show everything.
Yeah.
I want to show everything. So look, this is a little boy.
So this is a little angel, or it can be a fairy too.
This is whatever you want it to
Yeah,
be.
whatever you want to be.
And then here's another. Those are
So
the 3
here's the thing.
variations.
So I'm making these for my camper, so they are going to go on the wall, and I'll show you how I'm going to hang. It's very easy, but you have to think what else they could be, and one easy thing that they can be are ornaments for the tree.
Oh, like
right?
this one,
So
for
this
example.
boy, what happened? Tell me what happened with this
Well,
boy.
this one, I don't know what I was thinking, but I guess I wasn't, and I didn't put enough concrete in the mold, and so when I removed it, it was too fragile, and it broke.
Yeah.
So I told Shahar, why don't you just cut around it, and then you could still use it, and now it's actually perfect for a little ornament.
Yeah. See?
See?
So they can. You don't have to break any parts for it to be an ornament,
No.
but it can
You
be.
can actually make it
Yeah.
into like this.
One of the fairies we have, this one, for example, is just the fairy. It doesn't have a background.
Oh.
I didn't have time to make
Let
that.
me show you this
But
one.
the same thing, it would become an ornament, right? What you need
See?
to do for an ornament, just drill a hole with a Dremel tool, for example, and then pass a ribbon. See, this is a very nice one.
Yes.
And you have your ornament. Fantastic gift for you
I
to
want to
give to
see
neighbors
these made.
and people. Yeah. And when it goes through the wall, let me tell you about the end of the process. So I make my piece and then I cut with picky shears the same size in felt. And then these are stickers for 3M, I think, that you buy
3M
to hang
stickers.
things on the wall. So it just glues and it goes on the wall and that's it. So it's so simple. And then you have a piece that is ready for you to decorate your home or, of course, give as gifts.
This
or
would
sell.
make a super lovely gift.
Yeah, and if you do bazaars, again, this is something different.
This one
the
right
last
here
thing you want
is one of my
is to
favorites.
have the same stuff that everybody else.
Exactly. Why
Right,
be
then it
boring,
doesn't sell
right?
well.
Look, this is one of my favorites. I love this
Look
one.
at it. I love the colors of the,
It
the
is
flower.
very pretty.
It's done with the crimson color.
Ooh, okay, so let's do it.
Yeah, so
So.
these are the things that you need.
Okay.
To make these fairies, I got my molds. They are soap molds.
Soap molds.
So April
what?
Jensen gave a class here at Curious Mondo where
Yes.
she taught everybody how to make soaps. And we made some fairies. So we have these molds here. So they are just what you just saw. So you need those. You need the super white concrete,
Ooh, yes.
which is this guy.
And you can see, I'm going to open this one up for you to see. Whoop.
Yeah.
So
And
look,
you're going to see it's fine.
Super fine.
Super, how do you say, smooth, the surface.
Oh,
so
yes.
very good to paint.
Yes.
Right? It doesn't break easily. Of course, if it falls on the floor, it's going to break.
Oh, look, I
but
just
that's
thought of-
another reason I put the felt in the back. It gives more sustainability
But
for the piece itself.
Look, I just realized.
Yeah, you're
I'm
wearing one of yours.
Can I
Yes,
show it? I
of
know it's
course
off
you can.
topic, but
It's not off topic because it is the
it is concrete. But yeah, I make the jewelry out of the concrete. So you can see it here, for example. Look, I have
Look at
glass,
this. Gorgeous.
some glass inclusions,
So
and
you
the
made
concrete.
this on your class, on your course, that was what, almost a year ago, and you wear this all the time.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's super sturdy. Like
Yeah,
it's
I
not
don't
gonna.
do that.
It's not just gonna break.
Yeah, but it doesn't break easily. And I also put the felt in the back, so it's safer that way. And then finally, you need some concrete colorant. We just received a huge amount of different colors. You have over there if you want to show.
Yes.
We just received a lot of new colors that we used to have 5 or 6 different colors. Now we have a ton more, including the white that you can mix, because this is the cool thing about this. Easy to use, super concentrate, so you get a pot like this, it's going to last you forever. And you can
This-
mix colors as well.
For sure will last you a very long time.
Yes.
And then I love how vibrant these colors are.
Yeah, and we have now a ton. They are so concentrated that I actually carry mine in tiny little containers, because this, I could make hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of these pieces just with this.
with that. It's
and then I
crazy.
don't run any danger of, things opening and messing up. So this is what you need. Now we are going to learn how to make the concrete piece first. But do you have any comments that you want to go through before you do it?
Well,
Since you're going to be with your hands busy.
Yeah,
Right?
way to think ahead. All right, so we have a comment from Wilma. She
Wilma,
said,
hey, Wilma.
"Good afternoon. I shared and I love these
Thank you.
these shows. Thank you." She suggests she said, the wild Melrose gets my vote.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards that too. Okay,
Cool.
that's it?
Yes, that is
So
it for
show
now.
us, so all these, Nestle actually made them the base, okay?
So maybe if you joined us late, let us know, what should we name our camper?
So you have the options of Melrose, the Wild Thing, and Wild Melrose.
There we go.
And if you share, by the end of this hour, we are going to draw a winner for a B silicone mold. So you have to comment and you have to share.
All right.
Okay, you have to make the base.
All right, where should we make it?
So let's choose this one.
Okay, so I have here...
So this one is this one, see?
Oh, this is great. You get to see. Look.
how cute it is.
Adorable.
And this is a variation for the same one. Look how.
Oh yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
It's
definitely.
really cool.
Definitely.
And look how strong the colors are.
Love it. They're super vibrant and pretty.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have my mold. Okay. Then I have here my concrete, as you saw. I have, it's really, really quite fast for you to do this. I have a tablespoon. And I have a little, I forgot my little clear cups. So I have some water right here. And I have a mixing cup. Now for these, they're fairly large pieces. So I'm going to put about, I want to say it's about 3 tablespoons of the concrete in here.
Because they need to be thick.
Yeah.
If they are too skinny, it might happen what happened with the little boy and it breaks on the background. You don't want that.
I got here 3, let's put a little more. 3 tablespoons. And then you put some water. Usually, so the way to calculate it, I usually go 1 tablespoon of concrete, 1 teaspoon of water. Right now, I'm just gonna
eyeball a little bit.
it.
And hope it's not too soft.
If it's too liquid, it works. However, it might take a little bit longer. You know what I forgot?
I forgot a bunch of stuff.
A little stirring thing.
We were busy recording something and then, it's time to start the show.
May I use one of your...
You can use this.
Perfect.
Okay.
This is perfect. So I'm going to mix it up. It's possible, if it's too liquidy, it means I put too much water. And then to compensate for that, what you do is you just add a little more concrete. But it looks as though we're doing pretty well. Look at that.
The thing that you put the icing on the cake?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see, and I'm mixing it well. It might use, it's good, but I think I'm going to put a little more water in it. Could be a little bit more. And then you just mix it. Look, Lori said this could become another addiction. Yes, yeah, Lori, you have no idea. Totally can.
I was really going to make 4 or 5 for my camper and then even to show. But then, you know, yesterday we made a whole batch and we already have a whole batch ready to start painting.
Yeah.
And it's so fun. I was today watching the course and painting them, because it's not messy or anything, so you can do it fast.
Paris said, I loving this. Kay said, I like the wild rose.
The wild
introducing
rose.
Something new to the... Okay, so check it out. This is fairly well mixed. See, you can see the consistency here?
Yes.
Right? So now we can take this and pour it into our mold. I'm going to go for a flat surface, so I'm not going to tilt it so you won't be able to see it.
And that's going to, it's important, right? That you are on a surface that is really flat.
Yes. Do you want to pour it over there on the overhead camera?
This here?
Yeah.
Why? Do it.
Why not, right?
Come on, let's switch places.
Wow.
Oh, just don't, my tail.
Oh,
don't step on that.
It feels really weird to be on this side of the table. I've never been here.
And I'll check people.
So check it out. I even have my own camera now. Look at this. I mean, it's a little, I have to duck a little, but see, hi. Okay, so look, I'm just going to pour it in here. You are running a little bit against time, right? This is concrete and it will set. So now I'm just pouring it in there for you to see right there. And you don't have, it's up to taste. You can fill it all the way up. You see you're going to get a thicker edge right there. Or you don't fill it all the way up and you get a little bit of a thinner edge. Look, I'll show you the comparison. So you see what you like. I honestly like them both depending on which one it is. But once you put it in there, it's important to shake it up a little to get rid of the bubbles. I usually just kind of go like this, so the bubbles will get rid. It's especially, and sometimes I even shake it a little and go like this, because there's so much detail. I mean, look at this. There's so much detail in these that you definitely want to shake it up to avoid bubbles in the important areas. So look, if you see this one right here, it has a little nose and a little chin, and gosh, you don't want to have a bubble right on the nose, and it can't happen. So just shake it up a bit. And then you set it aside, really, for it to cure. It takes about maybe 20 minutes. It depends on the climate that you're in. If it's warmer, it'll do faster. I'm actually just going to move it up over here to the side. But about 20 minutes, should do the trick, 20, 30 minutes, and you're going to have
the best thing is really to leave overnight.
That's what we did
so
for
you're
these.
100% sure that everything is
I
dry.
filled the molds, let it sit overnight, came back the next day, and I had a bunch of goodies, really.
Silking on YouTube, she's saying that she likes the wild Melrose, and she's asking for pictures of the camper.
Oh,
I have
yes.
how we got it, and
We're
it's
gonna
not
show
pretty.
You, yeah, we're going to show you the before and after.
Yeah, but not today.
No.
No. So, but I'll show you on another episode. Now it's becoming something. It's a Roadrunner 1971. Okie dokie. So, the cement would set, and here's a piece that I have that is ready to go. Now, really, I have everything that I need, the ferry, so there is no sculpting or anything here. It's ready to go. All I need to do is to paint this. I like to work in layers. I go from the background up because first I think it's easier. Second, it also tells me where it wants to go. Each one is different, so you have to think. You can leave it white. You can make it more interesting. So I have a color here called Ambrosia. So let's try that one. And I usually work, I have a pad, a paper pad that is thick, and I work on top of that pad. I forgot to bring it to the set, but doesn't matter. You just need it's really a tiny bit, because here's the secret. This colorant is extremely concentrated. So if I just put over here, it's going to be a very strong color, which might be fine. For example, in this one, I have the crimson color here, and it's gorgeous, and it's very, very strong. But I need to have the arms and everything softer. Do you want to
put it on this side?
It can be too, yeah. Now this one is here, so.
By the way, Margaret said, "Hi Nash, hi Shahar, love concrete art. I'm still having fun with the concrete pendants."
Yeah, see?
Yes, you're gonna like this.
So I have some pencils, and they're all very cheap pencils that we have here in the studio, nothing special.
Brushes?
And I put water.
It's not pencils, brushes, right?
Did I say pencil?
You said pencil.
It's the end of the day. So what I do is I grab a little bit of the colorant, very little, in the water. So it's almost like doing watercolor, if you think. And then I test. So because it's going to be the background, I'm going to choose here to see if I like the color or not. So I think it could be a little stronger. So I know I have to put more, and you can see the difference. It gives me this yellowish that is really pleasant. So I would go around the whole thing, and every time I need more, I bring more water and more in. And now I can start staining. It's going to stain. They work like tints, really. And I can do that only using the background. So super easy. Now, you can work these backgrounds however you want. You can sponge them. It's a tiny surface here. But you can bring other colors later. I have a cloud, so I want to go around, not on top. But you see that instantly it gives that kind of Baroque.
Yeah, that's a good term.
Right? Or even, I could say it's a Victorian style as well.
And
you
how
have
you do like that for the skies, it's perfect because it adds the different shades.
Yeah, and I can bring, for example, some blue later and add here as well on the top. And I can darken the background. So you're seeing here how fast this is as well. I like, especially for projects that I want to have some fun and maybe let it go, maybe keep as an addiction later. I want something fast and easy to make, because then the ideas start coming and you can get more sophisticated, right? Because nothing stops you for them to come here and glue some beads, add some fiber here as well. There are many things. I could come, for example, with a fabric that I think would make a gorgeous dress for this fairy. It has a dress. But I could think, no, I think I'm going to add some fabric, so then it becomes more interesting and it's going to give another dimension to the project. Well, you could put them in the transparent Paverpal, a tiny little piece, come here, put over the fairy, and you would have a total different piece. So see, the background, no biggie, right?
And that was fast, too.
That was super fast. Now, even though I like to work in layers, I usually go, and I keep a damp cloth.
Okay.
Just because, you know, if I need to clean something, it's easy. And I don't leave my containers open at all.
They're super easy.
Because if you sneeze,
it goes.
Right?
Hey, can I show the close-up of that for while you're picking your next
Sure,
color?
sure.
So look, on this camera, just for you to have an idea. And sure, even if you were to leave it like this already,
Yeah, it's already
you know, it looks
pretty.
adorable already.
Yeah. So I told you that even though I like to do in layers, one thing that I try is to put the flash color fast, because I don't know why I do that, but I like to do that. So in this case, I'm using the orange, the satin orange. I also use the shell pink, and sometimes even the ambrosia, the same one that I use here, just very watery. It gives me different skin tones, and it's good, okay? So same thing, let's see if this paper works. I put some water, and then I come very watery for the skin. I also test in a place that if it's wrong, it's not going to compromise, so the bottom of the feet gives me a pretty good idea. And then I just go. You're going to see that because it's very watery, it covers the white, but it also leaves some whites. It gives some transparency with the white that I like as a final result. Again, it helps me with that romantic or Victorian feel, okay? So I have the skin, and if you don't like, if you think, oh no, it's too light for me, I want something darker, add more colorant. It's that simple. Okay, so the face. Now, see, when I put this on the face, I have a tiny bit that maybe it's too dark for what I want now. I just add water here.
Oh, nice.
See? And
that's
can have
like
the tint that I want. Arms, it has some arm and some shoulder here. And the hands. I like to do this kind of at the beginning. It gives me, I don't know, it gives me a sense of control here. Okay, so do you want to show?
I do.
Now we are going to insert colors. Well, now it's whatever you like.
Yes.
Let me see. We have
I like
this.
the fact that you added the skin actually now gives you the outline of where to paint, really.
Yeah. Let's come with Alpine Rose. It's very light. I'm going to bring with the rose, let's try the flowers now. So I have this, and they look different. The pigment is very concentrated, so it's not the final color that you're going to see. Now, because I'm making the flowers, I can go and have it really stronger than the others, right? So I'm going to bring water, and I go away from the tint. See, I leave all the...
There we go.
I leave everything here, and I'm working here just like you would do with watercolor.
Like a palette.
Like a palette, exactly. And the roses I don't need to test before, because if I don't like the color, I can bring another one. See, it's strong. I'm going to give, this is what I'm going to do here. And I didn't plan the colors before, as I never plan much. I like the creation process, so it doesn't make much sense to me to have, oh, I'm going to make this color and this color. I like to look and say, you know what? Now it's this color. So I'm going to bring a yellow now. So I'm just painting all the flowers. The other reason I do this is so I don't forget the flower without painting. Okay, I have this beautiful yellow. I also forgot to bring the little spoon that I used to get the tints. Okay, and now I come, add some water. So how do you guys like so far? And what's the name of my camper? Okay, and I'm going to add some yellow to my flowers. And if you're good at painting, which really is not my case, the painting is a thing I don't do very often. Not my favorite thing. Even with the camper, you know, we are painting the whole thing, and I keep thinking, not my thing. Now, you ask me to cut some wood, then I'm happy. Okay, so I'm adding the yellow to the piece. How easy do you think it is so far?
Oh man.
See, I forgot one flower. I did forget here, so I need to come with the
It's very relaxing.
It's super
It's kind
cool.
of zen.
Yeah. Let me bring some here. Okay. Since I have this, I have a butterfly here. I'm going to do the body with the same color.
So
And of course, see, Nashla, I said I do the flowers so I don't forget. The biggest one of them I forgot. So let's do it.
by the way, a comment from Sandy. Presumably, you could make the character only by not filling the mold more. Then you could paint and then glue it or the pieces onto a tile. The tile could be a nice addition on a splashback, especially in a little girl's bathroom.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. You can put on a tile. If you're a glass artist, you could create, or a stained glass artist, you could create something and then add the piece. You just fill as much as you want in the mold. That's what I think is really fun, is when you repurpose something. So if you go and look for these, even on Mondo Market TV, they will be under soap molds, right? That's their primary function, but it doesn't have to be the only one. By the way, you can get them today.
Yes, you can. Hey, if you're like, okay, well, guys, where can I get these beautiful soap molds? I will tell you. Just go to mondomarkettv.com. We have quite the variety. You can pretty much all of these that you're seeing here today, the little fairies, the little boy, they're all very adorable, all on mondomarkettv.com. And on there, you may also get the concretes, the super white concretes. It's a beautiful concrete. You've seen us use it before for jewelry. Today we're showing you how to create these amazing pieces of wall art. And you can get the tint all there, mondomarkettv.com. Go there right now to get your supply, to get your molds, to get your concrete, and to get the tint for the concrete to create these beautiful pieces. Definitely go. And during the next 24 hours, because this is the first time we're introducing this process to you, there is a special promo going on. So take advantage of it to save some. Go there right now to get yours today.
Yeah, why not?
mondomarkettv.com.
The molds are on a promo price, and the concrete is on a promo price.
Yes, exactly.
So I added some plum color here, and I'm going to do the top, the center of the flowers here. And this is a very strong color. So I just add those there. If I think they should be darker, here I come with more pigment. So you've seen that no secret lies here. It is very easy to make, right? I'm also going to use the plum color to do the stem of my flower, just a little bit here, okay? Now we have to decide what color is going to be her dress. I think I'm going to go with blue. I don't have her in blue at all, so let's do it.
I like
I have the sky blue here, which is another new color we have at mondomarkettv.com. You see how tiny my containers are. Of course, you get a lot more, but you keep using this forever. Okay, bring the water. And again, the dress doesn't matter too much if I want dark or not, but if you want very light, just add more water to that, okay? I think I have an interesting color here. It has a little bit of the plum that was on my what's this? Brush. Okay. There you go. Oh, look what a beautiful color for a dress. And then my fairy is in, I don't know if your close-up could show that, but it has kind of a tiara on her. Do you think it shows on yours? It's very hard to see because it's white and white, but I'm going to use the same blue.
Let's see. What do you say?
Yeah, you can see there is a tiara on her hair.
It's pretty.
So I'm going to use the blue.
See how they are, if you can see it from the profile view. See how they're three-dimensional?
Yeah, and that's the fun part of it,
yes.
is in a wall. It's
exactly.
very cool. I think they make the perfect gifts.
I think
really
so
do.
too.
I actually have a friend. All her house is Victorian style. She loves that.
She would love these, I'm sure.
And she's a major gardener. She is a master gardener.
She's big on fairies.
And she's very big on fairies. According to her, she talks to fairies. So I'm going to give this for Christmas for her because you know what? It's unique. She cannot find anywhere else. And she's going to love it.
I like how you're thinking
Okay.
ahead.
Now, yeah, when we are not that ahead anymore, you got to start planning. You know, it comes that time of the year, and people really stress out with everything that they have to do, and then the final gifts. Why don't you have a bunch of gifts ready to go? And you say, "Oh, I forgot Mary. Here you go. Mary gets a fairy." This is the tangerine color, and I'm going to water that down in order to make the hair.
I like that tangerine.
I like the tangerine too. I also make the wings on the same thing. So, okay. If I think it's not natural, I can come with another color later, but I think it gives. I don't think all fairies have blonde hair. So I avoid making all of them blonde. I do like diversity. Okay. There you go. So it is a nice color.
It is.
It's going to stay. But I'm going to water that down a lot more. And I'm going to use that for, and if I had clean water here, it would even be better. And then I'll do the wings, right? The wings, they need to have more transparency. So you don't want a lot of tint here at all. You want very watery.
Is it silking? I'm not sure. They said, I love the way it almost antiques the details.
Exactly,
Yes.
and how easy it is. And I didn't use anything later. I don't have to seal this because it goes in the concrete, so it stays. Nashla knows that from her jewelry. But it's not that you can't. If you want to give a clear coat of a varnish here, you could. You would accept. But I don't think we need. And since I'm on the wings part, I'm going to do the wings for the butterfly as well. I like, for this style sometimes, to stay on a limited color palette. I think it tells a better story. But I'm going to add more to my butterfly. So we are almost done. So see how fast it goes?
Yes.
Okay, so now, while you tell them about our offer, I'm going to think about what color I'm bringing next.
Sounds like a plan. So if you're like, okay, I need this concrete, I want to do this. I also need the beautiful, the stunning fairy molds. I need this. And oh man, and where do I get the tints? I tell you, just go to mondomarkettv.com. Do that right now because during the next 24 hours, we have an introductory promo and you will save. So go mondomarkettv.com and get your selection of molds. We have several different types of fairy molds and as well as multiple colors of the tint. You're only seeing a select few right there. We actually have more colors.
Oh, yes.
You're seeing Shahar using some different ones as well. So you have quite the variety. And you can get the super white concrete to create your beautiful wall art. Tiny wall arts, and they're adorable. They're totally fun to make.
Yes.
Easy and fast. So definitely a fun thing to do.
Very
Shahar,
fun, very fast.
Yes, very fast. And we could talk about the different applications that we could use them for, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not just the wall art.
No, that was the main idea. When we got these molds, and I may risk saying it was about 7 or 8 months ago, I like soap. I like beautiful soap, but I'm not a soap maker. So I thought, but they are so gorgeous.
Yes, they really are.
Well, how can I use them? And then it came the wall art idea. I just didn't have the time to implement that, right? But the ornaments, for example.
Ornaments?
I think they're great. They are not heavy at all.
You could put magnets.
You can put a magnet
Yes.
and put in the. You always give the best ideas.
I have my moments. It just happens
Yes.
every Thursday at 2 p.m. Mountain Time. Just kidding.
It does. So you just put a magnet here, and there you go. Think
Yes.
about, if you're thinking about selling.
How much could you sell them for?
Yeah, it's hand painted.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's intricate work. At least that's what it looks like, right?
I really think, and I'm not spending the time necessary to go into details. If you're good at painting, you can put more price into that. But I think I would go 17 or 20.
Okay.
Okay, it's unique. They're not going to see this anywhere, right? And it would sell easy because it's that thing that if people have an attraction for fairies, they are going to get it. And where do they get it if not from you? And you have to think about this because many times you think, oh, sorry, it's kind of hot here. Everybody is selling for 5, for 7, for whatever. Yeah, but then you find the same thing over and over and over. It's quite common for that to happen with jewelry, right?
Yes, definitely is.
So, but when you bring something unique, they either buy from you or they go away without it.
Yeah.
Right? So I think
And
17 to
look,
20.
$17, $20 for a beautiful piece.
Yeah.
Think about this, investment-wise. I mean, you're spending less than 20 on a whole tub of the concrete, and this in itself. I mean, you saw me use it already for one of the molds, and it's still full. So you can create more. You can create several.
How many do you
these.
think you would go?
I think I did the whole set. So I did
5?
about 5.
5 big
or
ones.
6.
We have
They're big.
this mold. It's big.
Yeah.
It's a big mold.
And I filled it all the way up, which you don't
Yeah.
have to, because this will give you that bigger, the thicker thing. But anyway, I filled about 5 of these, which are big. So think about it. Less than $20, you get 5 of these. You can create 5 pieces if you sell them. How much is that? What's 2 times? It's like $100, right?
$100, which would make $80 in profit.
Exactly.
That's better than investing in the stock market. Now, the other thing is, I like the idea with the tiles a lot. So you could fill just the fairy with some of the flowers, and then add that to something else that you're creating, and then the sky is the limit. I got the pink. Is it pink shell or shell pink? No, I got the alpine rose, which is a color that I also use for the skin. But I got very watery here, and I'm going to add to the wings of my butterfly. Okay, cute. So it gives another tint.
Comment from Lori. She said, there is a technique in glass called freeze and fuse that uses these kinds of molds. Soap, candy, ice cube, or handmade silicone molds.
Oh, really?
And these are so pretty.
Yeah, they are.
They would make for a fun glass project.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I'm using my drinking water now to clean my... I just want a tint of the purple here. And here I go. So the last thing for me is really the green. We have several options. Do you want to show?
Yes, I do.
Are you going to give me the water?
Well, not to drink, if you need.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Here. Okay. It's just because my container got dirty.
So look at this so far. Look how pretty. Yes, pretty, huh?
Really?
I like it, Shahar.
I'm going to use for the leaves the turquoise.
Turquoise? Which
is a more expensive tint or colorant. That's why they come by weight, because they vary.
Interesting.
But you're going to see it's a gorgeous color, and I'm going to use for my leaves. And you have other greens that are lighter than that as well. They are all there for you on mondomarkettv.com.
Yes.
Okay. Now
and I like it that you can basically adjust the intensity of the colors simply by adding water.
See, I'm being very generous with the water here, but I could bring these colors a lot more to the front if you decide to. So that's when you're going to use your painting skills to do. And if I make a mistake, I add or I take. See, while it's wet, it's forgiving for me to work. There you go. And then I can use more of the pigment, and see, it's a very pretty type of green that I have here.
Turquoise.
Turquoise. Now I can bring a lot more of the tint and go on the stem and the bottom of the flower. And that's the other cool thing about this. One color, you actually will have several because of that. So in the big flower, same thing. I'm going to add some of the green to the bottom here. And then I don't have here a 000 brush, but I can come now with a stronger tint of my turquoise and do the center of each leaf.
And by the way, though, if
creating
you
more
need
interesting.
a 000 brush, we do have those on
Yes.
Mondo Market TV. They're fantastically useful.
They are. You can use them all the time. And guys and girls, I'm going just to darken my butterfly here a little bit.
Okay, for the body.
The body, okay. I want, if you want, you could bring some interest here at the bottom of the wing. So then you play. You play like you like to paint. Don't let anything stop you. See, I can create veins in my flowers.
Oh, yeah.
Or just in the middle,
And
add
I like
something.
it also, for example, I noticed on this one over here. Do you mind? Let me show it. Just like you did the dress, but you let some of the white concrete come through.
I let it a lot in most of
And
them, yes.
Yes, but it looks beautiful because then it shows movement, right? It looks like real fabric. So I really like
And the
how
colors
you did
on
that.
this one are more intense. So
Yeah.
whatever floats your
look
boat.
at the sides. The sides.
You
super
paint the side
intense.
if you want, yes.
Yes.
And this one is the one we made today.
Look at this. So here's the one that we did right now together. Pretty. Very beautiful.
See, it has that romantic flair.
It does.
Victorian flair.
Yes. and you can
That
see it
makes
from the
so
sides.
unique. I remember once this friend that I told you about, the master gardener, she gave me a series of Victorian ladies.
Yes.
And I don't remember what.
Yes.
Yes, remember that?
Yes.
So she gave me a whole collection. So they had those Victorian dresses, and I don't know what they were made of, probably resin, but they were beautifully colored. So for a long time in another studio that we had, I had all of them on a row on the wall, and they were gorgeous. For many years, we had those there, and they were just gorgeous. I plan to do something very, very similar on my camper. So or I either create the collage or, you know, the camper doesn't have many walls, so I have to think before I
Well, it has
put
4.
something. But, well, kind of, because it's tiny. But, you know, that's what I'm thinking. I either go for a full story with the fairies, or I create kind of a collage. And there I go. I have a unique thing on my camper that is going to be awesome for glamping. Yes?
Yes.
I'm glamping now.
If you're like, okay, guys, where can I get the concrete? MondoMarketTV.com. Where can I get the molds, the fairy molds? MondoMarketTV.com. Where can I get the concrete tint? MondoMarketTV.com. You know where to go. Just do it right now.
Where do you go?
MondoMarketTV.com.
One more time.
MondoMarketTV.com.
Yeah.
Yes, go there because you can get, during the next 24 hours, we have a special promo. So take advantage of that.
Yes, why not save when you can?
Yes.
I mean, it's a no-brainer. Again, less thinking about the selling part, because, you know, if
You
you're
can't
like
sell
me,
these.
you are always thinking about the new toy that you want. Like right now, I want a bandsaw because I want to create stuff for my camper. When you watch a class, you want to get that class. You want to own that class for a lifetime, right? The courses. You always want some extra play money out there. And by creating something unique, it's so easy to sell, right? Even if you show your neighbors, they're going to say, "Oh, my mother would love that," or the teacher for my teachers.
Do you want to show the back, how you did the back?
Yeah, I already explained, but I can't.
Oh, okay.
So I just cut with a picking shears a piece of craft felt.
Yes.
I glue with tacky glue.
This was just an
You
example.
could use the hot glue as well. It creates a little volume there.
And then one of them, like this one.
This one I put the 3M. I don't
The
know how
sticker.
they are called, but they are meant
It's
to
a
hang.
hook, so you can see.
Yeah, without hurting the piece or the wall.
Yes.
Super simple.
Then you can hang it and have a stunning piece.
Yeah. So, I mean, really, if you think in half an hour, you created a piece that if you sell, you can sell really well with a very large profit margin.
If you gift
because
it,
it is inexpensive.
love it.
If it's a gift as a wall piece, as an ornament, for example, fantastic. If you have
magnet.
kids, they have teachers, you have to give a token of appreciation
Or
every
just
now and
give
then.
it to yourself.
Or give it to yourself and,
fun too.
decor your own camper.
Exactly.
But you see, why not, right? And they're
not?
so fun to make.
They're very fun to make. And look, you saw how quick too. I mean, we did this entire piece right
Yes.
now.
Yeah.
And it looks super complex. Like,
And again, if here we are always constrained by time.
Yes.
Always, right? We have a certain amount of time that we have to get things done. At home, you have time. So you might want to get the pigment with a sponge, for example, and sponge the background so it has more of a Roman flair to that, right? You can, one thing you can do too is the tiny details. You could come with a pen or one of those artist pens or even Sharpies and add details. Let me show you where I mean that. This little girl, it has a bee. This one is better. It has a bee on the flower, okay? Well, you know, bees are usually yellow and black.
Can you see it?
There, you have the pigment black,
Right
but it's so tiny that I came with a Sharpie and I added the black details. And look how gorgeous.
See it there. Maybe on this other camera. I'm gonna move so you can see from here.
Where
Maybe
you want to?
Maybe on this one.
Yeah. Oh, look at there.
Look,
Oops, there you go.
There. Can you see?
See the details. I came with a Sharpie. Now I could use. You know, you have Copic pens. You have so many pens out there that have very tiny points. You could create the veins of your wings, for example. I didn't do that in any of mine, but why not do it?
Yeah.
And I may do it yet. I was totally preparing for this show. But then you come with details and you give more volume. The more sophisticated it gets, the better you can sell. Like I told you, you could come with the fabric, any fabric, and mimic this dress here with transparent paper pole, and I add a whole new story to this piece if I do that, correct?
I like that.
You can come with beads, you can come with seashells.
Beads,
and
yes. Just enhance that.
And enhance that, and then it's a different ball game.
Yes.
Yep.
I like it, Shahar.
I like it too. I'm very happy.
Yes.
It's a week where I'm very happy with the results.
It looks awesome, and I can't wait to see it on your new camper.
Yeah, me neither.
Yes.
I want to.
And I can't wait to see yours. Yes, all you have to do is go to Mondo Market TV to get your concrete, your fairy molds, and your concrete tint. Go there right now, mondomarkettv.com.
Yes, and they are on a promo price for 24 hours, so I wouldn't think too much. It's very inexpensive and great.
Yes.
Do we have more comments there?
We do. We have a comment from Paris. They said, you could set it on a little easel for table art. Wouldn't that be adorable?
Adorable.
Yes.
And, yes.
I like that
idea.
idea.
Fantastic,
Definitely.
yes.
All right, my friends. So lucky winner for today. Linda, who I believe just joined us, said this is great. So Linda, as soon as we're out off air, watch the whole thing because you're gonna love it.
Yes, it stays there forever. Whatever you're watching,
yes,
you can. The promo goes away in 24 hours, but the show stays, and we have fun ideas out there for you.
Yeah, we totally do. Here, I'm even gonna show them one last time. How about that?
So Linda can see.
Created, so Linda can see it.
This is the one we created today together.
This is the one we just did together.
Yes.
Right now, which other one would you like to feature?
Well, different one. The girl with the bee.
The girl with the bee.
And this.
Yes, I like that. Oh, look at this one right here. Oh gosh, these are so pretty.
It looks really gorgeous on camera.
Yeah, it does. It looks really gorgeous in real life
Look
too.
at this.
Yes.
Wouldn't this be the perfect set for a wall?
Yes, it really would. Yeah. It's gorgeous. I love it. All right.
I'm here to inspire you.
Yes.
I'm here to give you ideas. Yes. But most of all, we are always here to give you possibilities, because what I think is so fascinating is when you get something for soap, you create something different.
Yes.
And I always have, because I had a life, right? I'm not that young, with ups and downs. I always like to have things around me that I say, should something happen to me or to somebody I love, hard times coming by, I have the skills to create something and generate money at any point, any time of the year. And this is why we come and we try to inspire you to create, and test. Some things you're going to create, say, okay, had fun, bye-bye. And others you say, okay, this really talks to me. And others you will say, this is inexpensive and my profit margin can be nice. So if I need, or somebody I love needs extra money, this is what we are going to do. You take to an office, you show the pieces. There's always a holiday coming up, or Mother's Day, Valentine's Day, Halloween, whatever. And you can sell a few and get out of that difficult situation. Think about that, because you might not be the one in need, but you always know somebody that could use these skills, and now you have it. Now it is, you've seen, you can test, and then you can teach others to do the same.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
And
I'm very poetic.
Agree with that.
Especially at the end of the day, only poetry.
So a question real quick from Silking, will tint work on resin?
Well, yes and no.
Yes and no.
So if you use, because I have done that. If you use the colorant, when you're mixing the resin, yes, it colors and it colors it beautifully. I remember a piece I made with blue in the back, And another one with green, I was creating some pendants called Yellowstone, and I used that, and it was fantastic. Now, if you try to paint it later, it doesn't stick to the resin whatsoever.
That was a beautiful piece.
It was a beautiful piece, and it gave a good tint. So I didn't have whatever, I didn't have alcohol inks, I didn't have anything that I could use, so I grabbed some, and it did work, but not to paint on top.
Okay. Very nice. Roxy says, hey, Shahar.
Hey, how you doing? Yeah, I haven't seen her in a while. Or I don't see people, but I see their names in a while.
All right.
Cool.
So thank you so much for joining us today for this wonderful demo. We had a blast having you here with us today. One last time, a little call to action for you to go to mondomarkettv.com and get your supplies to create beautiful, tiny concrete art. You are going to love it. Do it during the next 24 hours while we have a promotion going on. So mondomarkettv.com. And don't forget that we're live right here every Thursday for the Sparkle of Creativity show. We're here at 2 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Mountain, 4 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Eastern. So join us live and participate in the conversation every Thursday with us, okay?
And Wednesdays, Crafting with Shailene. She was not here this week.
Yes.
But she will be here next week, so join her at the same time.
That's right. And Mady, welcome, Mady. Just joined us through our stream.
Did we announce the winner?
No, I'm going to do that now.
Oh, okay. I forgot.
Yes. Well, Mady, once we're done, you got to go back to the beginning and watch it from the beginning. You're going to love it.
Oh, that's my friend Mady.
That's your friend Mady.
Oh, we eat every Saturday together.
Yes. All right. So lucky winner for today, I just got a note from my producer here, is Silking. Congratulations. You are the lucky winner. Send us an email, or what? Are you going to say something?
No, I was just going to say that you just won
a mold
of a bee that is really cute.
You're making everyone jealous because it's a wonderful mold.
Yes.
So send us an email to info@mondomarkettv.com with your name and mailing address so that we can get this sent out to you. And all of you who have joined us today, thank you so much for being here.
Go make fairies.
Go make beautiful things. Until next Thursday.
See ya.